Y'all come in the room. We gotta talk about this. Good Lord. I thought I was done tonight. I thought I was done tonight. Now, how many of y'all broke in that coming over here? Yeah, we back already. Glorious Love said, I never jumped in so fast. What's up? What's up? Y'all come on in the room. Yes, the Nesto's been indicted. This man ain't never getting out. He ain't never getting out. What's going on, Harriet? How many times is in the building? She is here. The honorable leg jury is here. Said he almost dropped, or she almost dropped her neck. All right, y'all. Yeah, y'all come on in the room. Miss Gigi said Nesto's trumpet is broke. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Nesto, the state has filed a new motion, and it's bad, y'all. It's bad. Yes. What's going on, Aries Fire? Yeah, we about to get into all this. Yeah, y'all come on back in the room. Bring y'all drinks because y'all gonna need them. Yes, you cannot make this up. Okay. What's going on, everybody? It is Wisdom's daughter, back with a quick update on Nesto's trial. Your boy is in trouble. We're about to go through the documents. As a matter of fact. How many pages is this? Okay, it's 15 pages. We're gonna go through it. Okay. State has filed a new motion. Nesto's in trouble. He's been indicted again. Aries said, I'm good. I got my rose. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, do tell. Beautiful Bush is in the building. What's going on, Queen? Yes. All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Come on. Innocent man, right? Can't be innocent with all these charges. Cannot be innocent with all these charges. Can't be innocent with all these charges, bro. Run that on somebody who's blind. All right, y'all. It's late. Let's get into this new indictment. Those of you who are here, thank you so much for being on. The rest of y'all will catch up. Joseph Billard is in the building. Said, I am so ready for it. What's going on, King? Beautiful Bullshit said, let me get my specialty. Matter of fact, you know what? Well, okay, I got a bottle of water here. I was getting ready to say, let me re-up on my water, but I think I got enough. This don't make no damn sense, okay? It don't make no damn sense, like, at all. Not at all. So let's get into it and talk about what's going on with Nesto, okay? So this was filed on just a couple days ago, on August 28th, okay, by the state, okay? It says state's motion to join three indictments. Three indictments for trial. Okay? So look here. Skeletor said, come on, they either gotta what did she say? Dismiss or indict. Dismiss or indict. Girl, they ain't dismissing nothing, but they indicting a whole lot of something. She talking about something. Dismiss or indict. Dismiss or indict. Be careful what you ask for. All right. Let me move some of these banners out the way. Be careful what you ask for. Right. She wanted them to indict. Well, that's exactly what the hell they just did. Let me go ahead and read it. All right. Comes now the state of Georgia by and through the undersigned council and moves this honorable court to join three of the defendants' indictments for trial. It is well settled that multiple charging instruments may be formally consolidated or joined for prosecution and trial. And they cite Higdon versus State 291. Okay. Trial courts have discretion to join multiple indictments for trial when the offenses are based on the same conduct or constitute a series of acts connected together, or when the acts constitute parts of a single scheme or plan. And they're citing Burrell versus State of Georgia and Jackson versus the State of Georgia. The offenses charged in the three indictments that are the subject of this motion constitute a series of connected acts and are all part of a single scheme or plan. The court should therefore join them for trial. On April 23rd, 2024, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, the RICO indictment, charging the defendant Nesto Williams, aka Nasty Nesto, with 40 counts of interrelated theft and fraud offenses, nearly all of which make up a pattern of racketeering activity committed by the defendant between or at least December 1st, 2009 through June 30th, 2022, for the purpose of depriving numerous victims of their property. Indictment at 7 on August 28th, 2025, a separate Fulton County grand jury. Oh, so while we were having a kiki the other night and talking about Cardi B and whatnot, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment called the Strawberry Indictment. Say what you said again. Say that again. Say what you said. All right. A Strawberry Indictment charging the defendant with one count of identity fraud in violation of OCGA 16-9-121 for fraudulently using Shirley Strawberry's identifying information to purchase a Ford F-350 vehicle. See Exhibit A, Strawberry Indictment Draft. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead for a quick second. We'll come back to this, and let's just go ahead and skip down to Exhibit A. Where is Exhibit A? Here it is. Okay. Exhibit A, identity fraud, direct indictment. So Nesto, dumbass, was indicted on identity fraud. For what? What was that again? In the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of identity fraud for the said accused in Fulton County, Georgia, on or about January 28, 2020, willfully and fraudulently, without authorization and consent, used and possessed with intent to fraudulently use the name, date of birth, and social security number of Shirley Strawberry, identifying information concerning a person by applying for credit and purchasing a Ford F-350 vehicle in Shirley Strawberry's name without her knowledge or consent. And said crime was known until at least July 7, 2022. Contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Fonnie Willis, District Attorney. Okay. Yeah, that's what they did. Let's go back. Let's go back to where we were. And y'all have to forgive me, okay? Because every now and again, I got two freeloaders if you want them. Their names are Allie and Gigi, and they're sitting under my computer desk passing gas. How dare you? Can you go somewhere else and do that? Thank you. Go to the other side of the master bedroom and pass all the gas you want to. I can't smell it from over there. Thank you. Sorry. All right, let's keep going. So that's indictment number 1. On the same day, the Fulton County Grand Jury returned a second true indictment called the 980 Pine Grove Road Indictment. Good Lord, have mercy. Charging the defendant with 1 count of identity fraud in violation of OCGA 16-9-121. Okay. 1 count of forgery in the first degree in violation of OCGA 16-9-1. 1 count of theft of services. 2 counts of deposit account fraud. 1 count of forgery in the third degree for crimes committed related to the fraudulent lease of a residence located at 980 Pine Grove Road in Roswell, Georgia. See Exhibit B. Let's go ahead and skip over to Exhibit B for just a moment, if you won't mind. Exhibit B. There are all his charges, y'all. Identity fraud, forgery in the first degree, theft of services, deposit account fraud, forgery in the third degree, deposit account fraud. It just goes and it goes and it goes, right? It just keeps going. It really just keeps going. Let's take a look what the grand jury had to say. Oh, there it is. The grand jurors selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of Fulton in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of identity fraud. OCGA 16-19-121A1 for the said accused individually and as a person concerned in the commission of a crime in Fulton County, Georgia, on or about March 15, 2022. On or about March 15th, 2022. Remember I said that was around the time that Shirley and him separated? Yep. Willfully and fraudulently without authorization and consent used and possessed with the intent to use the name of Amanda Johnson, identifying information concerning a person by causing a lease agreement for a residence located at 980 Pine Grove Road, Roswell, Georgia, to be fraudulently notarized using Amanda Johnson's name, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Well, damn. Damn. So, damn. You just don't know when to quit. You just don't know when to quit. Yes. Okay. Y'all, let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's only count 1. Count 2. Because this indictment has 6 counts. The first one was Shirley Strawberry. That was 1 count. This one got 6 counts. And the grand jurors aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of forgery in the first degree for the said accused individually and as a person concerned in the commission of a crime in Fulton, Georgia, on or about March 15th with the intent to defraud, knowingly made and possessed a fraudulent notary stamp in the name of Amanda Johnson, a writing other than a check in such manner that the writing was that the writing as made purported to have been made by Amanda Johnson and by authority of Amanda Johnson, who did not give such authority, and uttered and delivered said writing contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Nesto, you dirty damn dog. Oof. Okay. Joseph said he can thank Sonia and Silverback for their input on social media. Keep up the great work, you two. Stop it. Okay. Y'all are funny. Y'all are hilarious. Look here. Let me do this real quick before we go any further. All right, let me do this real quick. Thank you, King Joseph, for reminding me. Just a little disclaimer here, okay? Just a little disclaimer. This is a commentary and reaction channel for entertainment purposes and for your enjoyment. All statements are alleged and should not be interpreted as fact. Comments made in this video and on this channel are based on personal opinions which may differ from your own personal views, and that is okay. Diversity is what makes us great. All opinions are welcome, but please be respectful. WD. Just wanted to put that up there real quick. But this is a court document. This has nothing to do with my opinion. This is absolutely public record. All right. And yeah, let's I'll get to your comments. I promise I will. I'll get to your comments. Jam said, oh shoot. The hell going on here? Yeah. Nesto is he's in deep dookie. That's what it is. Okay. Nesto is in deep dookie. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right. Make sure y'all do that for your girl. Nesto is in deep doo-doo. All right. Count number 3. The grand jurors accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of theft of services for the said accused individually and as a person concerned in the commission of a crime in Fulton County, Georgia, on and between March 15, 2022 and June 6, 2022, by deception and with the intent to avoid payment, knowingly obtained services, accommodations, and the use of personal property, which were available only for compensation by entering into a lease agreement with Mark Kroll for a residence located at 980 Pine Grove Road, Roswell, Georgia, which included the use of furnishings and appliances, and which included services including landscape maintenance, pool maintenance, termite protection. They had a swimming pool. Okay. By entering into said lease using a fraudulent trust as the purported tenant and providing false information on the lease, and by failing to pay rent for the lease, including by uttering and delivering not one but 2 bad checks to Mark Kroll, and the services, accommodations, and the use of property, which were the subject of the theft, exceeding $24,999.99 in value, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Sorry, I had to take a drink. All right, let's keep going. Count number 4. Nesto, baby. And the grand jurors aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of deposit account fraud for the said accused individually and as a person concerned in the commission of a crime in Fulton County, Georgia, on or about March 22nd, 2022. Made, uttered, and delivered check number 0099, written in the amount of $13,000 to Mark Kroll, an instrument for the payment of money on Wells Fargo Bank in exchange for the present consideration for rent for a residence located at 980 Pine Grove Road, Roswell, Georgia, knowing that said check would not be honored by the drawee, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. So you wrote a check for $13,000 knowing that check was going to bounce. And he didn't just do it once, he did it a second time. Because the grand jurors, in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, okay, that's us, that's me, do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of forgery in the 3rd degree for the said accused individually and as a person concerned with the commission of a crime in Fulton County, Georgia, on or about April 6, 2022, with the intent to defraud, knowingly made, possessed, uttered, and delivered a counterfeit check, number 5611, written in the amount of $13,000 to Seasons Comforts Heating and AC, using the fictitious drawer name Black Heritage Radio Association, which does not exist, by the way, and the fictitious drawee name Urban Trust Bank, and in such manner that the check as made purported to have been made by and by authority of Urban Trust Bank, who did not give such authority, contrary to the laws of the said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Okay? But then he did it again for good measure. He also got indicted on deposit account fraud on or about August 6, 2022, because he delivered a check number 5611 written in the amount of $13,000 to Seasons Comfort Heating AC for an instrument of payment of money on Urban Trust Bank in exchange for the present consideration of HVAC system replacements for a residence located at 980 Pine Grove Road. There we go with that house again that he said he knew nothing about. What house? I don't know nothing about no Pine Grove Road. Knowing that the said check would not be honored by the drawee, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, Fonnie Willis. Yeah. All right, let's go back up and read the rest, because I believe there's just one more. That's just Exhibit B. Okay. They're asking to join 3 indictments into his current indictment, is what it sounds like. And there's a footnote down here about Shirley Strawberry that I'm going to read. The footnote says copies of the Strawberry indictment and the 980 Pine Grove indictment are attached in draft form because the original indictments returned by the grand jury have not yet been filed and are awaiting the assignment of a case number by the clerk of Superior Court. Once case numbers are assigned, the state will provide them to the court and to the defendant. It's a holiday weekend, okay? So we got the draft. We're going to take a look at it. If you're just joining, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. And give me 1 second, guys. I need to do something really, really quickly, and then we will continue. We will continue. Right? Some of y'all jumped in here so fast, you almost broke a nail. All right. I jumped in here so fast, I didn't even do my pre-live setups, but I'm doing them now, so it's all good. So give me just a second. Give me just a second here. All right. If you are new, once again, welcome to the channel. This is a commentary and reaction channel. We like to laugh over here. So if you have a sense of humor, you are in the right place. If you don't, just stay long enough. You'll have a sense of humor by the time I'm done, because I'm a whole clown and 100% fool. And we just, we liking to laugh over here. That's all. I think I'm done. So let me just double check. All right. The chat is on subscriber only mode. So if you have it in the chat and you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can continue communicating in the chat. What I'll do is I usually put it on a 5-minute wait. I'll just put it on a 1-minute wait. So it's just 60 seconds. And by the time I finish setting up this live, if you go ahead and subscribe now, you will not have to wait very long before you can participate again in the live chat. All right. So I think I am all done. We are good to go. And we're going to continue. And then I'll get to your comments to see what y'all think about this foolishness right here. Because when I tell you, bruh, I just What's going on? Houston Foodie's in the chat. She said, I'm dialing it back a bit. She said, hey, chat and WD, what the hell going on? Caucasian Sonia said, damn, Nesto, talk about putting nails in your own coffin, baby. Okay, let's keep going. So that was Exhibit A, Exhibit B. The offenses charged in the RICO indictment, the Strawberry indictment, and the Pine Grove Road indictment constitutes a series of acts, and the acts charged in each indictment constitute parts of a single scheme or plan. Accordingly, the court has the discretion to join them for trial. All of the offenses charged in the Strawberry indictment and the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment constitute acts of racketeering activity that are a part of the same pattern of racketeering activity alleged in the RICO indictment. Moreover, all of the evidence supporting the charges in the Strawberry indictment and the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment would be admissible intrinsic evidence supporting the racketeering charge in the RICO indictment. And then they cite some cases. Evidence of acts of racketeering activity, admissible even when those acts are not alleged in the indictment. And then finally, nearly all of the witnesses that would be called by the state to testify at the trial of the Strawberry indictment. Whoa, wait, dial it back. Hold on a second. Finally, nearly all of the witnesses that would be called by the state to testify at the trial of the Strawberry indictment and the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment would also be called by the state and offer essentially the same testimony for the trial of the RICO indictment. Accordingly, joining the three indictments for trial is not only appropriate, but it is necessary to promote judicial efficiency, eliminate redundant proceedings, avoid duplicative testimony, and conserve judicial resources. The reasons set forth above, the court should join the RICO indictment, the Strawberry indictment, and the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment for trial, respectfully submitted the 28th day of August. All right. So what they are doing is saying, look, we got two new indictments. The Strawberry indictment, because Nesto purchased a Ford F-350 truck using Strawberry's name and social security number and date of birth and her credit without her permission, against her will, without her knowledge. He also defrauded the landlord at 980 Pine Grove Road via identity fraud, forgery in the first degree, theft of services, deposit account fraud, another forgery in the third degree, and another deposit account fraud. And the identity fraud was against the person whose name he used and their stamp, their notary stamp. Okay. So what they want to do is they're basically saying, listen, the same witnesses that are going to testify in these two indictments are the same witnesses that are also going to testify for the RICO indictment, okay, which Nesto was already on trial for. His speedy trial turned into a long ass hell trial because of all these motions, gag motion to gag the media, motion for this, motion for that, motion for a leave of absence, motion to suppress vehicle evidence. And I'm gonna come back to that one. But anyway, so they said, listen, rather than have a separate trial for each one of these indictments and bring the same witnesses, they're all connected. So let's just add them to one massive trial and let the witnesses give their testimony on the RICO, the Strawberry indictment, all in one. And that's going to conserve resources, better use of the court's time and all of that, which it is, it's true. So it sounds to me, and I could be speculating, but before I say what I was going to say, let me just read this. So I hereby certify that I have this day served a copy of this state's motion to join three indictments for trial upon all counsel who have entered appearances as counsel of record in this matter via the Fulton County e-filing system. Okay, signed by Fine Lewis. So basically what they're saying is that, listen, we want to just put them all together. It's the same witnesses that are going to come forth for the RICO. So we might as well just go ahead and just do one trial with all these indictments rather than have to have back-to-back separate trials, which means the trial is going to be much longer. I don't think Nesto's getting out of this. What I was going to say is we were still waiting on a ruling regarding whether they were going to allow evidence from the vehicle, or whether that evidence was going to be suppressed or not. Did not see an answer on that as of yet. But looking at the state's motion, another motion now to join the 3 trials, and I'm pretty sure Judge Dunaway is going to agree to this because it is efficient, it's a great use of resources, and it would be irresponsible not to join these 2 cases together rather than to have 3 completely separate trials. I believe that the evidence is going to be allowed. That's just what I think. I think the evidence is going to be allowed. But this is not all that's going on with Nesto. Before I share with you what else is going on with Nesto, because it ain't just this. Let me go ahead and check on some of your comments. Edna, welcome. I don't think I said hello to you earlier today. You were one of the first ones in the chat, so I wanted to make sure that I did that and got that out of the way. All right. Beautiful Bush got her special tea. Okay. Deborah Persons in the building and said, like his friend said, I like to see how you're going to get out of this one, Nesto. Bony Tails knows something. That's why she's driving around in her camper. Sound checking that said hello. I was still on listening to the earlier episode. Nesto as got baptized once again. Yes, Justin's mom, 313 Best Side says she is here. Glorious Love is in the building. Miami T Lady, I see you. Rakia, I see you. Jam said, oh, shoot, gotcha, bish. Is this still the Lord's Day? Lord, it's still the Lord's Day. Let me stop all that cussing. Diamond B say, got him. Glorious Love said Dion's word is running true about him being baptized. Sonia, Caucasian Sonia, want to know what your defense is now. Okay. Joseph said this bozo clown can't catch a break. I love this for him. Yes, I finally broke something first, y'all. Look here. Listen, I'll be so busy. I always piggyback, but yes, every now and again, your girl gets to something first. And honestly, I'm tired as hell. I was gonna wait until the morning, and I was like, nope. I ain't gotta be on for 5 or 6 hours, but we need to talk about this now and like right now. We gotta talk about this right now. This is my favorite comment of the night. He can thank Sonia and Silverback for their input on social media. Keep up the great work, you two. And yeah. So are those all the charges that are going to trial? I wonder. No. These are 2 new indictments. Hold on. Let me go ahead and let me stop sharing this for a second. And let me bring up, let me see. Let me go ahead and bring up the RICO indictment so we can just run through all those charges again real quick. I'm not going to read in each individual one because I've already done it, but I'll just read the list. So hold on a second. Let me see. Can I see if I can do this real quickly? Let's see. Downloads. Let me just put in. And then I'm going to share with you his new, because Nesto has some other new charges. It's not just this. Listen, your boy he got issues. It's not looking good for him. Hold on. Let me. I don't have these documents in like one spot, so y'all forgive me. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Let me just go back to last year. I'll just do it in order. I got to put Nesto's stuff in a file because this man got so much stuff. It doesn't even make any sense. Let's see. And if I don't find it, excuse me, I'll log into the system and just pull it up that way. I can do that later if I don't find it very quickly. Let me see if this is it. No. This is not it. It was his original indictment. Hold on a second. That's not it. When did you know what? I'm just gonna log into the system because I'll be here all day. I have to organize my files, and I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not organized in any way, kind of shape or form. I promise you that. And I don't remember exactly what. Okay, I don't remember exactly when that original indictment came down. It was April of 2024, wasn't it? It sure was. Let me see. Let me go back to April and see if I can pick it up from there. It was around April 14th or something like that. Now, I don't know if that's when I downloaded the documents, but that's when it happened. And then I'll just log in the paper so I can show you. And then I'm going to go over really quick what's happening with his essay because I think he was indicted. Okay, I found one of the documents I'm looking for. It's the witness list. That's what I wanted to. There's a couple things here. So let me just open up these and see. So this is, oh my God, this is that long ass witness list. All right. Let's see. This is just from the investigative reports. Criminal indictment. I found it. Okay. All righty. Let me get back to StreamYard because I don't know what I'm showing, not showing. Okay. So here's his indictment. Okay. So he has, now they're saying it's 40 counts. Originally it was 39. All right. Let me get out the way. All right. So he has one is the RICO. Okay. Violation of the RICO Act. One count of false swearing? Hold on. Let me just scroll down. Yeah, these are one count each. All right. So he has one count of false swearing, one count of filing false documents, one count of bigamy, two individual counts of theft by taking, conspiracy to commit unauthorized practice of law. You know what? This is what I'll do. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'll tell you what it's for and who's involved. So here's the RICO. That was the one count. So that's what he's currently on trial for is the RICO. Now they're going to combine the Shirley indictment and the 980 Pine Grove indictment. That's what they're asking for. So he was charged with theft by conversion, and this was for Drusilla Scott, and that exceeded $500. Then it was theft by taking. The victim was Jasmine Collins, between $5,000 and $25,000. Theft of services. Victim is Mario Alvarado, and this was $1,500 to $5,000. Another theft by taking, property of Crystal Waters, $5,000 to $25,000. Theft by deception, $5,000 to $25,000. This was Melvin Stokes. He was supposed to sell this man's 1989 Prevost vehicle, which sounds like a motor coach to me. He intentionally failed to disclose a substantial and valid known lien on the vehicle that he allegedly sold to this man. So he sold him a vehicle that has a lien on it. And I believe he also didn't give him the title. Okay, so false swearing. That's another charge that he has. False swearing. Filing false documents. That was the marriage license that he filed. Theft by deception. This was in Kentucky. This was in Kentucky. This was the victim is Chantel Hawker. Exceeded $10,000. Theft by taking in DeKalb. So oh my gosh. This was the 1998 Provost vehicle, property of Carlos Torres, valued exceeded over $24,999.99, depriving the owner of the property. Now remember, he presented one of his victims, Gail Bickham, who she gave him her 2021 paid off Mercedes-Benz and the title for him to sell it for a Prevost. Well, it's saying here that he stole a 1998 Prevost. Lord have mercy. You know what? Nesto ain't shit. Anyway, the deposit account fraud for $9,000. This was also the victim was Carlos Torres. Then there was theft by bringing stolen property into the state. This was a 2001 Rolls Royce Ghost, property of specialty car collection, a value which exceeded $24,999. And this was stolen in Los Angeles. Theft by taking, victim Juan Smith, 5,000 to 25,000. I'm only on number 13. Lord have mercy. Let me do this faster. Grand theft auto. This is another vehicle, Los Angeles. He stole, took, and drove away a 2008 Fleetwood Providence vehicle that was the property of Rebecca Baker. Making or delivering check with insufficient funds. He tried to defraud Rebecca Baker by writing on a check of $20,000, knowing that the check was no good. Theft by taking, the victim was Big Tex trailer. So he took a Big Tex 20 PH trailer, property of Big Tex Trailer World, value between $5,000 and $25,000. Oh my goodness. Deposit account fraud, $9,589. Okay. It just keeps going. It keeps going and going and going. Yeah. This is, oh my gosh, property of Source Motors. He took labor and property of Source Motors in California. You know, this dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. It just goes on and on and on. We'll do this on, oh my God. Yeah, I can't do all this tonight. Look at all of this. Just look at all of this. And that's count one. 57 acts in count one. No, I can't. I can't do this tonight. We will have to do this on another night. Okay. For somebody who was asking, but these are all his charges. Let me just show you this. Okay. This is what is currently going on with Nesto. Okay. This is his new charge or new indictment. Okay. So let's just get it straight. He's got the RICO indictment, which is what we just looked at. The indictment is so damn long. There's no way I can go through all that quickly, but you guys get the idea. So he had problems in Los Angeles where he was stealing stuff, in Georgia, all through Georgia where he was taking and stealing stuff and defrauding people, Kentucky where he was defrauding people. Like, this is crazy. But he was newly indicted on 4 charges. Grape, aggravated actual battery, aggravated Sodom and Gomorrah, and trafficking a person for servitude. Okay. So he was indicted finally on the SA charges. So really quickly, this is what it is. In the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of RAPE in the county of Fulton, state of Georgia, between the 1st of January 2019 and the 31st of January 2021, the exact date being unknown by the grand jury, did have carnal knowledge of the person. And let me just make this smaller because this is not redacted. Okay, I think that's small enough. All right. A female that he forced against her will. All right. Then with the same person, he is charged with aggravated actual battery, the 1st of January 2009, sometime between then and June 31st of 2022. They don't know the exact dates. All right. He penetrated her with a actual device. Okay. A sex toy. All right. Without her consent. That's why it is aggravated actual battery. Then there's aggravated Sodom and Gomorrah, where same time frame. He did unlawfully and with force perform a sex act involving the accused's male organ in this young lady's behind, okay, in her back door. And then he's also being charged with trafficking for servitude of the actual kind. And he subjected her, a person under the age of 18, for the purpose of actual servitude. Okay. So that's what he's been indicted on. This document was filed on May 20th. So this is not a new document, but for those of you who were not aware or wasn't sure what's happening with that, he was indicted. And so he will be going to trial on this as well. Okay. So that is what is happening with your guy. Whew, it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Let me I know it's a lot. It's a lot. So Houston Foodie wanted to know, so are all those charges going to trial? Yes. Yep. Okay. They all go into trial. And when I looked at the date for this charge, it looked like the same date as the RICO. So I think they're going to combine everything. Caucasian Sonia said it's over for him. Okay. Miami Lady said, can you woo, woo, woo? Tight Suit Hoover is losing his mind right now. Sonia and Sylvie are demons commanded by God to do his work. What's going on, Snoopalicious? Listen to me, 301 said, he said the truth will come out. He damn sure did. Well, there you go. So he got the lease in March of 22. Yes. So Shirley has nowhere to go. Shirley, his wife, Shirley Strawberry. Matter of fact, let's take a look at this 980 Pine Grove Road house real quick while we talk about it. So Shirley Strawberry got nowhere to go. She's trying to figure it out. She's living with friends and whatnot. And this man is over here. I think they're still up. Oh, we can see the inside now. Okay. The house is listed. All right. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen. And I'm going to bed. Hold on. Out of the way. Let's take a look at this house. So Shirley Strawberry doesn't have anywhere to go, and Nesto is over here in wait till you guys see this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me move this over here so I can see what I'm doing. And 1 second. Okay. So Shirley's over here in one room, okay, at her friend's house, no less. And this is where Nesto's at. This is where Nesto is at, while Shirley is in one room sleeping on a air mattress with no furniture. Mm-hmm. And he had the nerve to complain because she was like, well, no, I don't really have any furniture. And I just bought a desk. I can do my work. Look at this gorgeous house. This house is 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms. It's 4,199 square feet. And it is on sale for $1.375 million if anybody's interested. Okay. Here we go. Isn't it gorgeous? It's gorgeous. Look at this. Okay. Set up a little basketball hoop right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, okay then. Very nice. So this is the house that Nesto claimed he was living in with Shirley Strawberry, her daughter, and the grandchildren. And the landlord did a walkthrough and didn't see any furniture. Nothing. This house has obviously been staged, but nothing. Didn't see anything. Nothing at all. Nesto also claimed that he didn't know anything about this house. But I'll show you guys some pictures in just a minute. There is a picture that we have been searching for over a year, and the state had it and purposely didn't show it. But when they released the discovery, guess what? Nesto can't even lie. They actually have a picture of him in this house that he claimed he knows nothing about. And they got a picture of Erica King pretending to be a lawyer. They actually got pictures. Stupid criminals, right? Oh my gosh. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So this is the house that he was living in. Shirley Strawberry would have loved to live in this house. Okay. So while she over there in one room, this is where Nesto is laid up at, with Erica King in the house right next door. 990 Pine Grove Road. Okay. We only on picture number 30. We got 35 more photos to go. Okay. Beautiful double shower. I mean, we don't even have to fight over who's going to stand under the shower head, right? We got dual shower heads, or if you want to be greedy and it's just you and you want to turn them both on, a whole separate tub. Yeah. Thank you for redoing my bathroom. This is exactly how I wanted to redesign my bathroom, because it's a similar setup. It's just much smaller. All right. Nice walk-in closet, you know. Landlord went all through the house and said, wait a minute, aren't there kids living here? I don't see any kids' beds. I don't see any kids' toys, right? I don't, is that a gym? Looks like they got a little gym over there. Okay. Listen, there's a gym. This is a beautiful house. Okay. I don't know who staged it, but they staged it real nice. Is this another kitchen? This must be the basement. This is the basement. Okay. Got a whole other apartment in the basement. So if someone is interested in this, you can get some rental income. Just make sure that you don't rent to Ernest Williams, because he don't pay rent. Now I don't understand what this is. Why we got a shower and a toilet inside the shower? That's a little nasty to me. But then again, if you got to do number 2, I guess it works. But whatever. Oh, and we got a swimming pool. Okay, so remember, Nesto paid $13,000 for the HVAC, and that was and some other stuff, and that was going to cover the swimming pool and maintenance for the swimming pool and some other stuff. He had a swimming pool up in this house. Did y'all know that? And a sauna. Wait a minute. And a sauna? Swimming pool and a damn sauna. And Shirley is living in just one room. Okay, and it wasn't even a big room. It was a small room. Okay, not in this house. Whatever friend's house she was at. Okay. And this is, Nesto is in a house with 3 damn levels. Y'all see this? There's the garage. There's another garage. There's a kitchen, laundry room, pantry. I mean, the laundry room was probably bigger than the bedroom that Shirley was sleeping in. Breakfast nook, family room, dining area. Okay. This is a separate list. So you got a family room and a separate living room. I think they have this set up as an office. And you got a bedroom on the ground floor. So mama don't even have to go up the stairs. And look at this big old deck that you got here. And then you go upstairs and you got primary bathroom. Okay. Look at that. This is huge. Walk-in closet, primary bedroom. I mean, come on now. Then you got the bedroom here with the ensuite, walk-in closet, a hallway, another bedroom with an ensuite, another bedroom with an ensuite. Wow, this is nice. Then you go downstairs and you got the exercise room. And then you got another bonus room over here. And you got another bedroom over here with an ensuite. And then you got the rec room. This is where we're gonna play pool at. And then you got the whole goddamn swimming pool and the sauna. Like, and it's an outdoor pool. Okay, so we got an indoor and an outdoor pool. Okay. Allie and Gigi, I want to go swimming. Oh, they don't laugh. They got offended because I don't want them passing gas. All right, so this is the house, okay? And then you can't see it, but 990 is right next door. Okay. So this was the house. This was the actual house. Okay. Sunny Sky says, sounds like they've talked these new indictments up. No, baby, you ain't been following this story. They didn't talk it up. They didn't talk it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I know what you meant. You're talking about Sonia and them. Yeah, Skeletor should have kept quiet. Okay, Skeletor should have kept quiet. These charges are never ending. Yes, ma'am. What's going on, Miss Mad About Music? Good to see you again. Yes, strawberry indictment. Yes, Renee said, I'm really not surprised. Nesto likes to write back checks. I'm just going through your comments real quick because I missed them. Hear me roar. Said, y'all, I just came in. What the hell's the deli? Nesto got 2 more indictments: the strawberry indictment for getting this truck fraudulently, and then the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment for this beautiful home. Here, I'll just show this with you. This good enough. This beautiful home that he wasn't paying rent in, okay? And they want to combine them in one trial. They do not want to do a separate trial for each indictment. Yes. Who fried? Nesto fried. Yes. Sheila Price said, just when he thought he was getting out, baby, no. Ear, nose, and throat doctor said, woke up in Seattle. What the hell will go? What the hell will go around will come around. This sounds like they are not playing with him. Even if they get rid of the RICO, they're still coming after him. But no, they ain't getting rid of the RICO. They're just trying to suppress some of the evidence from the vehicle. And they seem to think that if they you know what? Glorious love. Thank you, Queen. Queen, bless you. I'm glad you mentioned this. Let's talk about this for a quick second. Hoover's plan, Hoovy Hooves. His plan, Sean Hoover, that's Nesto's lawyer. His plan was to basically say, listen, we want to dismiss the vehicle from the evidence from the vehicle because most of the evidence that you have and all the witnesses and stuff basically came from the evidence that you found in the vehicle. So they figure if they get the judge to dismiss the vehicle evidence or to suppress it, not dismiss it, but to suppress it and not allow it, that there's the state's case. They don't have a case. Do you guys remember? And I think I got some audio of it or some video of it or something. Will Wooten said, this is not all the evidence that we have. We have a lot more evidence. So if you want to if you want to suppress certain things, fine, but that's not the bulk of our evidence. We got a whole lot of other stuff. Remember when he said we got other stuff? Well, here's the other stuff. And now he wants to put it all in one trial. So instead of them piecemealing it, we're going to do a little trial for the SA crimes. And, it's only a few counts. So maybe he'll just get a few years here. Oh, then we're going to get a different jury and we're going to do the strawberry thing. Strawberry shortcake, right? Little thing. Well, she was his wife. Maybe she knew about it. Maybe she didn't. We're going to rule not guilty on that. And then we're going to do a separate trial for the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment. No. We're going to put all of them sheets. I could say sheets. We're going to put all of them sheets in one trial. So the jury can hear about all the shit that you did. And they gonna baptize your ass like your son said and bury you under in jail. Okay? Nesto gonna be begging, just bury me, just kill me, just spread my ashes. Okay? They are not going to throw out the RICO. I honestly believe that they are going to allow all the evidence. And again, even if they say, well, you can't use any of the evidence obtained from the vehicle, they still have enough other things to send Nesto away for so many years. He will die in prison. So yeah, it's as simple as that. I was praying that Shirley didn't get garnished for that PGR house. Yes. Yep. I hope he has a white t-shirt and shorts. Yeah, because he getting baptized. What's going on, Miss Butterfly? Miss Veronica is also in the chat. Sorry, I'm behind on your comments. Tony B said WD. Bishop Nesto Marathon. Yes, this is in addition to the grape charges, child. Yes. Okay. WD, are they new indictments or just combining old ones? No, these are new indictments. He's being indicted for what he did to Shirley Strawberry, and he's being indicted for his crimes in renting this beautiful house. And not only did he rent it fraudulently because the lease was fraudulent, but he used a fake notary, a fake check that he tried to pass off, not just to the landlord, but he got a lot of work done on this house. He got a whole new HVAC system and other work and stuff done, new air conditioners and everything, and paid the company with a fake check because that was the agreement that the landlord would get the work done and that they would pay this company for the work. They didn't pay. Yeah, he wanted a speedy trial. He got a snail trial. Sheila Price said, to get every time I get ready to get out, they pile more charges on me. You have 1 minute remaining. Y'all are the worst. It's civil. You have 1 minute remaining. I can't. You broke something and so did V. WD, check out her live. No, I'm already aware, Jam. I am already aware. I was given that news at 3 o'clock this afternoon, but I just did not have time to look at it because I was in church and then I was doing my own live. But I saw it. I've had that since 3 o'clock. I'll be doing my own take on that. And I have some other information about Steve Harvey. I got some dirt on Steve Harvey. And when I say dirt, I'm not talking about anything personal. I'm talking about something that he said that went under the radar that we need to revisit. Because, baby, Nesto may not be the only one who's a little nasty. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all just going to have to wait. You guys did your thing. Thank you very much. Well, I guess that ruins his Labor Day. Hell yes. Just listening said the hellhounds have done an about face. Yes, it really keeps on going. Just when he thought he was done, surprise, surprise, lifetime criminal. Miss Munch said, hey, WDN fam, I will need to run this back. No problem, Queen. No problem. No problem. Sunny Sky said, thanks for reading my comment. You understood me perfectly. Hey, man, I'm glad I understood you. It took me a little second because I'm tired. I did a 6-hour live. I have never done a live that long, but I promised y'all we was going to do a Nesto marathon, and we did it. And it was so long. We're going to do part 2 on another night. All right. James said, YouTube streets go from dry to being on fire. At WDC, I thought those charges were already in the RICO. No, they were not. They weren't already in the RICO, Miss Mad About Music, because first of all, Shirley Strawberry, we just found out about that recently. So that wasn't in the RICO. Okay. Now, Hoover and them may have found out about it and decided to hold it. You know how you got the big joker, you playing spades, and you're like, no, I'm going to wait because they don't know who got the big joker. So I'm just going to let them think that I don't got it. That kind of situation. In terms of with this fraudulent lease, no. Mark Kroll, those charges were not included in the RICO. They're in addition. What's going on, Dana J? How you doing, King? He said, hello, everyone, and Wisdom's daughter just got in and listening. Dana, bro. Bro. Nesto got hit with 2 more indictments. Shirley Strawberry indictment. They're literally calling it the Strawberry indictment. Okay. That I didn't make that up. That is what they're calling it. Strawberry indictment. Let me see. Let me see if I still have it up. Strawberry indictment. That is what they're calling it. And then sorry. I'm trying to see if I still have it up. And I do. Oh no, this is a different one. Hold on. Here it is. The Strawberry indictment. So basically they indicted Nesto on him getting that Ford F-350 in Shirley's name. Okay, so they hit him with identity fraud, 1 count of forgery in the first degree, 1 count of theft of services, 2 counts of deposit account fraud, 1 count of forgery in the third degree. And that was for the fraudulent lease that he had at 980 Pine Grove Road. So he got hit with identity fraud for Shirley Strawberry and then all those other charges. And what they want to do now, in addition to the 4 charges of SA, right? And those are some serious charges because it's aggravated Sodom and Gomorrah, aggravated SA, and then it's grape and trafficking, okay? S trafficking. They want to combine them all into one mass trial. That's what they want to do. Your boy is cooked. That's all I'm going to say. Your boy is cooked. And, oh, I thought I was sharing it, and I don't know what happened. Oh, because I just never shared it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me bring it over here. Hang on. I'll show it to you. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're talking about tonight. And we were looking at this house. that he lived in. We looked at all the pictures of the house that he told Shirley he knew nothing about. Yeah, right. And did I just take it off the screen? I sure did. Damn it. I sure did take it off the screen. But anyway, let me put it over here and then I can share it with you. So that's what we were talking tonight. I just happened to look. I just happened to look on Nesto's file just to see like what was going on, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this was filed just what 2-3 days ago, just filed." As a matter of fact, it's still in draft form because it's a holiday weekend. It's a holiday weekend, so yeah, your boy is cooked. That's basically what it comes down to. Your boy Nesto is cooked. All right. So here it is. State's motion to join 3 indictments for trial. Okay. Shirley Strawberry indictment is what they're calling it. All right. There it is for that vehicle. All right. And they got the exhibit down below, the 980 Pine Grove indictment and his RICO indictment. And I was trying to go through the 39 counts. He has like 57 acts in just one count of the RICO. Do you realize that there are damn near 100 victims in this RICO case? In California, in Georgia, in Tennessee, in Kentucky. I can't. It was so much I couldn't even go through it. That's gonna be a separate thing. Because some of y'all are nosy and y'all want to know. Some of y'all are very nosy and y'all want to know like what's really good with that stuff. So there it is, identity fraud against Shirley Strawberry. I knew it was coming. And then here are all the charges for the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment. Okay. So he's got 6 counts in this indictment, or 6 charges in this indictment. I guess it's kids that it counts. 6 counts in this indictment, 1 count in the Shirley indictment, 4 counts in the SA charge indictment, and then 40 counts of a RICO. Yeah. Nesto might as well boil him a cauldron. He might as well just boil a cauldron of water and jump in it because he is done. He's done. He's absolutely done. WD, was Erica charged with these as well? She was, but she cut a deal. She sung like a canary. She told it all. Okay? She said, if I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn near cried when I got that phone call because they said I was getting out of jail. Okay? So yeah, she gave part 1 and part 2 of her confession. She confessed everything that was going on. I mean, she told them everything in exchange for her to be able to get out without having to do any time. I think they put her on 10 years probation. Is Sonya on the run in her camper? Could be. Every time we try to write Nasty Nesto 2B movie script, he gets hit with new strawberry indictments. You welcome. Bet the church world is split. But the church world is split and at war is all I'm gonna say. Oh, I already know. I heard about that pastor out in Texas and what he did. Yeah, it's too much. We ain't going out there tonight. He said he ain't my boy. I don't know that ninja. He's stupid. Mary Broussard said, then hit him with the you ain't never getting out, son. Yeah. What's going on, Galatians? How are you, Queen? All right, you guys, listen. This is a really short thing. I didn't plan on being on here very long. Mad About Music, Miss Mad About Music said Boneytail knew this was coming. That's why she went so hard on Shirley. And that might be why her ass skipped town. Okay? Because she wants to be able to claim, you know what, I lived too far, you know, kind of like in the Diddy trial, victim number 3 claimed that she lived too far and it was going to be a hardship. Really? It's going to be, Cassie was able to come. Cassie came all the way from what, Los Angeles? Then she come all the way from California to New York to testify? You in Miami, Florida, and that's too far for you to travel. So she claimed she couldn't travel that far. It was going to be a hardship. So I guess Sonya thought she was going to do the same thing. But she be coming back into town because her sister wife went to see her recently. So, you know, she did a tour of her RV and all of that, which I appreciate because I was able to get pictures so we could see what Sonya looked like now. But anyway, so yeah, that's all we're doing tonight, guys. So that is that's what's up. That's what's going on with your boy. All right, that's what's going on with Nesto. He has been indicted again. Okay, he's been hit with two major indictments. So now he's got his RICO indictment, what is now being called the strawberry indictment for what he did to her, the 980 Pine Grove Road indictment for the fraudulent lease, and he was also indicted on the SMEX crimes. Okay, so he has four major indictments, and they're looking to combine, well, they're requesting that three of the indictments, Strawberry, 980 Pine Grove Road, and the RICO indictment, be combined into one trial. There's a separate victim for the SA indictment, and they may do that separate. I don't know, but I looked on the docket and I'm seeing a date, and that looks like the same date as his RICO. So it looks like they might just try to kill all birds with one stone. That's what it's looking like. All right, y'all, listen, if y'all did not hit the, thank you so much, King Tony, I appreciate you. Listen, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I cannot do it without you, but I am going to celebrate with you because it will happen. I appreciate all of you. All right, and listen, we up out of here, all right? Because this is past my bedtime. I need to go to bed, y'all. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. We've been doing this all day. All right, now be safe, be at peace, and keep your eyes and your ears to these YouTube streets, baby. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all. Y'all better hit that like button for your girl. I'm just saying, I appreciate it. All right, y'all.